So that's my shtick. My final thoughts and takeaway, and I'm going to ask all of our panelists to talk a little bit about, in 1 or 2 points of all of their presentation, what their final takeaway is, the most important thing for their presentation. My final thought and takeaway are these 3 things. Your job is your business first, right? Even though we're at MCLE and this is all about substantive stuff, this is not what this is about. You're a business owner. Most of my time is not spent on the law. Most of my time is spent figuring out where new business is coming from, how to make my business more efficient. I have a 2-person firm, but we do the work of about at least 4, if not 5 attorneys, because the stuff that we do, like people have been divorcing for a millennia. It shouldn't be that hard. Like, we should be able to do it very quickly and very efficiently now. Give yourselves space and time to think about your business. I think there's a tendency as lawyers to fill your time as much as possible, to say, oh, I have some extra time, I'm obviously not doing enough. But I think there is a reason why retreats work. You need time to think, you need time to innovate. You're the ideas person for the firm, right? You're going to get input from other people perhaps, but at the end of the day, you're the ideas person, you're the business person, you should act like it, you shouldn't be in the weeds. Last thing is, if your firm is big enough, look outside of legal for innovation, mentors or whatever. Legal tends to fall behind on all of this technology and innovative marketing and everything else. If you want to find mentors to grow your firm beyond what your peers are doing, don't look at legal. Look at everything else. At the end of the day, your practice is just another business. So don't confine it to just the legal realm when you're looking for ideas. Take it away.
That last point was a good point. One of the best things I did this summer was I met a lot of different business owners, and one of the best lunches I had was with the owner of a very fast-growing architecture firm. And I felt like they were more like us than other law firms. So that was a good point. All right, so I guess my final point would, I don't know. I'd say flexibility is one thing I've talked a lot about when we talk internally about what we've done. I'm definitely the growth person on the panel here. So to adapt to growth and just so much change that's happened so quickly, we've had to be very flexible and pivot and trying to be strategic and also fast acting and take some blows along the way and just make sure that we're always able to just position ourselves constantly as things change. So I'll say be flexible.
2 takeaway points about business development. 1, relationship before task. Always think of it as developing another relationship with a human being. And the second is that business development is a skill like learning to ski moguls. You don't learn it by reading about it in a book. You learn it by practicing and doing it and falling down and then picking yourself up again and just starting fresh.
It's definitely true. I tried to learn to ski when I was 30, and it was like a horrific experience. Maybe the worst experience of my life. 5-year-olds were making fun of me. I'm still traumatized by it. Let me talk about something that I didn't address during the presentation, which is like tangentially related to technology, and that would be how you bill for your services. Like, what I've seen in working with law firms across the country is that more and more lawyers are now moving to what I would call client-centric billing, where they're less interested in hourly fees that are uncapped and more interested in finding a payment arrangement that works for them and for the client. And you see that with lawyers adopting subscription services. You see that with more lawyers doing alternative fee arrangements. You see that with more lawyers collecting more money up front, prepayments like Keith was talking about. And if you're going to do that kind of thing, it's imperative that you have an e-payment system that works for you. So if you're setting up a practice or if you're growing a practice, you're going to need to get a handle on that. And if you're going to do that, it makes sense to use a provider that works within the legal sphere, because you've got some ethics issues that you need to figure out there. If you're taking retainers, those fees need to come out of an operating account. Chargebacks need to come out of an operating account. But you want to make sure that you can make it as easy for your clients to pay you as possible, both in terms of like the actual act of paying you, how they make payment to you, and also you want to make it easy to pay you because your rates are respectful of their time, and it's a joint relationship you have with the client, less than you're trying to bill the client as much as you can, which is the way law firms used to do it.
Thank you so much, everybody. We're going to have a quick reception outside. If anybody wants to chill with us a little bit, we'll be out there for a little bit. Thank you so much, our panelists.